Buying these days isn't exactly a walk in the park, especially if you're over 60. Between long airport lines, confusing security rules, and shrinking legroom, it's no wonder travel can feel more exhausting than exciting. But here's the truth. With the right flight secrets up your sleeve, you can skip the stress and travel like a pro, even in today's chaotic skies. Whether you're visiting the grandkids, escaping the cold for some sunshine, or finally booking that bucket list cruise, there are smart strategies that every senior traveler needs to know. Why? Because airlines don't exactly advertise the perks, shortcuts, and special services available to seniors. But we will. According to a recent AARP survey, nearly two-thirds of Americans aged 50 and up are planning to travel this year, and they're not holding back. They're spending over $6,600, 0 cents on average. That's a lot of money on the line, so it pays to travel smarter. So buckle up. Today we're breaking down the top 8 flight secrets all seniors should know before your next trip, whether you fly once a year or every other weekend. And hey, if these tips save you time, stress, or cash, hit subscribe and ring that bell. Let's fly smarter. 8. Take your time and plan ahead. Don't rush, you're not in a race. Let's be blunt. Rushing through an airport is a young person's game. And honestly, they don't do it well either. One of the biggest mistakes senior travelers make is trying to match the frantic pace of everyone around them. Don't. Slow down. Take your time. Give yourself way more cushion than you think you need before, during, and after the flight. Arrive at the airport at least 2 hours early for domestic flights, and even earlier if it's international. You're not just buying time, you're buying peace of mind. Nobody wants to be the person panicking at security while their gate starts boarding. Worse, missing a flight because the security line was longer than expected is a surefire way to ruin a trip before it even starts. And here's a pro tip most seniors don't know. The earlier your flight, the better. Morning flights are more likely to be on time, have fresher crews, and deal with fewer weather and traffic delays. Sure, waking up at 4 a.m. isn't fun, but neither is sitting on a runway in the afternoon or getting stranded overnight because your connection fell apart. Speaking of connections, don't cut it close. If you're switching planes, give yourself plenty of time. Especially in big, unfamiliar airports. Running through terminals like you're auditioning for an action movie is not worth the risk of injury or the stress of missing your next flight. And for longer trips, consider booking a stopover. A 12-hour flight might be doable, but it's brutal on the body. Breaking it up with a one-night stay in between lets you reset, recharge, and arrive feeling human instead of wrecked. Bottom line? You're not racing anyone. Travel is supposed to be enjoyable, not a test of endurance. So plan smart, move slow, and give yourself the grace to travel in comfort. You've earned it. 7. Color Ask for assistance. It's free, and you deserve it. Here's the truth most travelers don't know. Airports are full of free services designed specifically to help you. But they don't advertise them. Why? Because they assume you won't ask. So here's your cheat code. Ask for everything you need. You've paid for the flight. You've earned the right to travel with dignity and comfort. Let's start with the wheelchair service. You don't have to use a walker or be in poor health to request it. It's free when you book your flight, and it's a total game changer. You'll get an airport escort to help you check in, move through security, and get to your gate without needing to hustle across giant terminals. No more sore feet or shortness of breath before you even board. And this service doesn't stop at takeoff. If you've got a layover or connection, they'll help you get from one gate to the next. When you land, they'll assist with baggage claim. All you have to do is request it ahead of time or tell the gate agent when you arrive at the airport. It's that easy. Now let's talk about early boarding. You do not need to be in a wheelchair to ask for pre-boarding. If you simply need extra time to get settled, say so. Gate agents are trained to accommodate senior passengers who need help storing carry-ons or getting to their seats without the chaos of the boarding stampede. At the end of the flight, be patient. Instead of getting up and fighting the crowd, just wait. Let the plane empty out and ask the flight crew to help you with your bags. Rushing off the plane increases your risk of injury, especially if people are pushing and stumbling in the aisle. The bottom line is this: never feel embarrassed to ask for help. That's what these services are for. Whether it's elevators, carts, wheelchair assistance, or boarding support, it's all available, and it costs you nothing. The only mistake is staying silent and struggling unnecessarily. Be smart, speak up, get the help you deserve. 6. Sail through security. It doesn't have to be a headache. Let's be honest, airport security is a mess. Loud, crowded, confusing, and if you're not prepared, it can turn into a total nightmare. But here's the good news. If you're a senior, you've got advantages most travelers don't even know exist. First up, TSA PreCheck. If you fly even just once a year, this program is worth every penny. It's about $85.00 for 5 years, and you'll skip the long security lines, keep your shoes and belt on, and won't have to pull out your laptop or liquids. That means no awkward juggling at the conveyor belt, no undressing in front of strangers, and way less stress. Now, even if you don't sign up for PreCheck, you still have some hidden perks. Passengers aged 75 and older are allowed to leave their shoes and light jackets on. That means less hassle, less bending over, and less exposure to cold security areas. It's a small detail, but it makes a big difference. If you've got medical devices, metal implants, or mobility limitations, you have every right to request special screening. Don't just go through the line like everyone else. Tell the TSA officer what you need. They can use hand wands, let you sit during screening, and avoid putting you through unnecessary discomfort. Be direct and firm. This isn't the time to be shy. Also, if you require extra help at the checkpoint, call TSA Cares at least 72 hours before your flight. It's a free service that assigns you a passenger support specialist to help you through the entire process. Think of it like having a personal assistant at security. Medication tip. Keep your pills and any essential liquids in a clear bag and declare them right away. Don't bury them in your carry-on. TSA allows larger quantities of medically necessary liquids and gels, but you have to let them know up front. Final thought? Security doesn't have to be a disaster. Most people suffer through it because they don't know their rights or don't ask for help. As a senior, you've got options. Use them. With a little planning and confidence, you can sail through the checkpoint and start your trip stress-free. 5. Medication must-knows. Don't let pills derail your trip. Let's get one thing straight. When it comes to travel, medication management is non-negotiable. Forget your sunscreen, you'll survive. Forget your blood pressure meds or insulin? Now you've got a real problem. Seniors simply can't afford to be casual about medication during a trip. So here's how to get it right every time. Rule number 1, never pack your medications in checked luggage. Bags get delayed, lost, or end up in the wrong country. Your carry-on is where your meds belong, ideally in your personal item that stays under the seat, not the overhead bin. Why? Because if your bag's out of reach during turbulence or delays, so are your medications. Pack more than you think you need, at least 3-5 extra days worth. Flights get canceled. Weather delays happen. If you're stuck in a hotel or airport overnight without your meds, it could quickly become a health emergency. Don't take that risk. Also, TSA isn't strict with medication. That 3-4-4-ounce liquid rule doesn't apply here. You're allowed to carry liquid, gel, or aerosol medications in larger amounts. Just declare them. Keep them in a clear plastic bag and tell the TSA officer right away. Bring everything in original labeled prescription bottles, especially for international travel. It reduces the chance of misunderstandings at security or customs. Bonus tip: carry a printed medication list. Include names, dosages, and the purpose of each medication. If something gets lost or you need to explain your prescriptions in an emergency, this list is your lifeline. For controlled substances or injectable meds, a doctor's note can be helpful, especially abroad. Finally, crossing time zones? Don't wing your schedule. Talk to your doctor before the trip. Some meds are time-sensitive, and shifting too quickly can mess things up. Some travelers stick to their home schedule for the first day or two, then gradually adjust. Bottom line, meds aren't just part of your luggage. They're a survival tool. Keep them close, stay organized, and prepare for delays. A little planning keeps your health on track so you can enjoy your trip without a pharmacy detour. 4. Stay comfortable and healthy in flight. Don't let the plane wreck your body. Long flights can be brutal, and we're not sugarcoating it. For seniors, sitting in a cramped metal tube for hours is more than just uncomfortable. It can mess with your circulation, zap your energy, and leave you feeling like you aged 5 years mid-flight. But here's the secret. You can fight back. Smart habits equals a smoother landing. First, let's talk about the big one: deep vein thrombosis, DVT. This isn't some abstract medical condition. It's a serious risk. Sitting still for too long can cause dangerous blood clots, especially in your legs. Seniors, especially those with health issues, are at higher risk. So what's the fix? Move. Every 2 hours, get up and take a walk, even just to the bathroom and back. If you're stuck in your seat, rotate your ankles, flex your feet, and stretch your legs. Don't be embarrassed to move. It's your health on the line. And yes, compression socks are a must. They're not just for grandma. They help improve circulation and reduce swelling, especially on long-haul flights. Now, let's talk about seating. Always book an aisle seat if you can. It gives you freedom to stand up and move without disturbing your seatmates every time. Even if you end up by the window, don't hesitate to politely ask others to let you out. Your health is more important than their legroom. Hydration is another big one. Airplane cabins are drier than a desert. Humidity levels often drop below 20%. That means dehydration sneaks up fast, leading to headaches, dry skin, and fatigue. Bring an empty water bottle through security and fill it up before boarding, then drink it. Avoid too much alcohol and caffeine. They dry you out even faster. Dress like a travel veteran. Loose layered clothes and comfy shoes. Cabin temperatures fluctuate, and your body won't appreciate tight waistbands or stiff shoes after 6 hours in the air. Also, your feet will swell during the flight. Tight shoes become torture devices at 30,000 feet. The key is simple. Don't just survive the flight, own it. Get your blood flowing, stay hydrated, dress smart, and move often. You'll arrive feeling human, not like you just spent a week on a park bench. 3. Make technology your travel buddy. It's time to ditch the paper. Let's be blunt. If you're still relying on paper boarding passes, printed itineraries, and hoping to hear garbled airport announcements, you're making travel harder than it needs to be. You don't need to be a tech wizard to make your trip smoother. Just a few simple tools can save you stress, time, and confusion. Start with your smartphone. Almost every airline has an app now, and they're actually useful. You can check in 24 hours before your flight, choose your seat, and get your boarding pass right on your phone. No printer, no paper, no lines. Don't like apps? That's fine. You can also get your boarding pass via email and just screenshot it. But here's where airline apps really shine. Real-time updates. Gate change, delay, cancellation. You'll know instantly. Compare that to waiting for muffled announcements over a broken airport speaker system while hundreds of people wander around confused. If you're worried about using the app, don't be afraid to ask a family member to set it up before your trip. Have them walk you through it once or twice and you're good to go. And if you do get stuck at the airport, most airline staff are more than happy to help you navigate your phone or boarding process. You're not the first, and you won't be the last. You can also get text alerts by adding your mobile number when you book your flight. These messages can tell you everything from boarding times to baggage claim info. Another bonus? Navigation apps. Google Maps or airport-specific apps can show you where your gate is, where to eat, and even how long the security wait is. Why walk in circles when your phone can guide you? If you really want to be a pro, download an app like TripIt or App in the Air. These let you organize all your travel in-flights, hotels, car rentals, into one place. Easy to read, no paper required. Technology isn't the enemy, it's the travel assistant you didn't know you needed. Use it, learn it, let it handle the chaos so you don't have to. Once you get the hang of it, you'll wonder how you ever traveled without it. 2. Snag senior discounts and perks because you've earned every dollar back. Here's the raw truth. Senior travelers leave hundreds of dollars on the table every year simply because they don't ask the right question. Do you offer a senior discount? If you're over 50, you've earned your stripes, and that should come with perks. You just have to be bold enough to claim them. First, let's talk about AARP. If you're not a member yet, join. For around $12.00 a day to $16.00 a year, it unlocks a treasure chest of travel savings that most people don't even know exist. We're talking serious discounts, like $65.00 off round-trip economy fares, or $200.00 off business class tickets with British Airways. You can also save on flight and hotel packages through the AARP Travel Center powered by Expedia. Honestly, just one booking can pay for your membership multiple times over. But AARP isn't the only trick up your sleeve. Some airlines, especially international carriers or smaller regional ones, still offer unadvertised senior fares. These won't show up in online booking engines and are rarely listed in plain sight. You have to ask. Pick up the phone, call the airline directly, and inquire about senior pricing or travel perks. You'd be surprised how often it works. Don't forget to ask about extra benefits, too. Seniors are often eligible for early boarding, free checked bags, seat upgrades, or even priority customer service. Again, but only if you ask. Some credit card travel programs even offer companion tickets or 2-for-1 deals, which are perfect if you're traveling with a spouse or friend. And don't overlook hotels, car rentals, or guided tours. They often have senior rates or package perks. Always check the box for senior or AARP member when booking online, and if that option isn't available, pick up the phone. Remember, saving $50.00 here and $100.00 there adds up. That's extra cash you can spend on a fancy dinner, a fun excursion, or simply keep in your pocket. Bottom line, don't travel like you're invisible. Flash that AARP card, drop your age proudly, and own the fact that you've got experience and purchasing power. Use it. 1. Keep a positive spirit. It's not just a trip, it's a celebration of you. This last secret isn't about airlines, luggage, or boarding zones. It's about you. The most powerful tool in your travel toolkit isn't packed in your carry-on. It's your attitude. If you want to travel well as a senior, you've got to bring your best mindset with you. Here's the deal. Things will go wrong sometimes. Flights get delayed, lines are long, security can be a hassle, but guess what? That's part of the ride. What sets senior travelers apart is perspective. You've lived enough life to know that one bump in the road doesn't ruin the whole journey. Staying positive, choosing to be confident, patient, and curious makes all the difference, and science backs that up. Studies have shown that travel can reduce stress, boost mental sharpness, and even support healthy aging. Exploring new places keeps your brain active and your spirit energized. Nervous about navigating a busy airport? You're not alone. But fear shouldn't be the reason you stay home. As travel blogger Donna Hull says, it feels amazing to conquer that fear. You don't need to backpack through jungles to have an adventure. Strolling through a charming European town, watching a sunset on a tropical beach, or visiting family across the country all count. And let's be real, traveling as a senior comes with freedom. You don't need to rush. You can set the pace, skip the tourist traps, and travel smarter than the younger crowd. You know what matters, and you know how to appreciate it. That's your superpower. Before any major trip, get a quick checkup with your doctor, especially if you're flying internationally. Ask about any vaccinations, review your medications, and consider travel insurance for peace of mind. Being prepared is the best way to relax and enjoy the ride. In the end, traveling isn't just about getting from point A to B, it's about celebrating everything you've worked for. So pack your curiosity, your confidence, and your camera. You've got stories to make and memories to collect. Let the young ones stress out about flight delays. You're on a well-earned adventure. And with everything you've learned from these tips, you're more than ready to take off.